intersection, take the slight left onto Specs Road.
Oh, that's what it's all about. Hey guys, bit of a first for me. Doing more talking this time. I've actually got something to talk about rather than just my surroundings, and that's motivation and you know, the things that can sap it, and also the ways to overcome it. So for those few of you that subscribe, you'll know that I haven't put out a video for probably a couple of years now. So this marks not only, or this ride marks not only my return to video making, but actually my return to riding. So we'll see how it goes. So, on to the meat of this video. Why haven't I made a video in such a long time? Why haven't I... Alright, mate. Oh, thanks.
Anyone beyond you?
No, just me. Oh, dog. Why haven't I made a video in a long time? Why haven't I been out on my bike in a long time? And why am I getting back into it now? So, all of those things. The video thing really was just sort of, I was only really making the videos for friends and family, people on Facebook, stuff like that, and very quickly became aware that not that many people really gave a shit.
Take the next left.
So yeah, so that's sort of what knocked on the head about on that. Not riding really was all about COVID.
Now turn left onto Hermitage Lane.
You know, there was lots of times when we were told we couldn't go out, sometimes we could, and you start to get that kind of feeling of institutionalization almost, where you know you can't go out, and it doesn't take long before you don't even want to. And at first I didn't think it was that much of a major issue.
Follow this way for 0.51 miles.
But as time's gone on, I've just felt myself become less and less inclined to leave the house, or even now lockdown's lifted. It's all about mindset. And I think that's really what this video is all about, is mindset. And how you break it once you get into that cycle. You know, there'll be lots of reasons that you tell yourself you're not going to go out, or you don't want to go out. Once you get into that frame of mind, it's very difficult to actually, it is very difficult to break out of it. And the long story short really is that there's no magical formula to break it out of it. You've just got to pull up your socks, remember why you ride your bike, and just get out there. The longer you don't, the worse it'll get. Just get out there, he says. And you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I know I should do that, but I just don't want to. So How do you break that cycle? Well,
Follow this way for 700 yards.
follow this way for 700 yards. So, what you have to bear in mind is that every... Oh, I'm going to colour this in a minute because it's getting a bit windy and this is going to get fast. We'll do this on the other side of this hill. Oh, sketchy! Slow down. There we go. Yeah. So, what you have to remember is that the basis of every negative feeling that you have is an element of fear. And it can be a fear of any number of different things. So, it can be fear of failure. It can be fear of injury, it can be fear of it being more difficult than you want it to be, like this hill is going to be. And really the secret is just working out in your head, what are you afraid of? And then realising that ultimately it won't be as bad as you think it's going to be. For me, the longer I stayed off the bike, the more unfit I got, and that as a combination of a earlier attempt which ended up me cutting the ride short and coming home, is the reason I stayed out the saddle for so long. Whew. Irony is, that's the first time I've made up that hill in a long time in one go. So there you go. It just goes to show you that all that fear that I'd built up, completely unfounded. And rather than not achieving something, I've actually got some positive reinforcement from the fact that I have just achieved something. And when you're doing all that self-talk and self-doubt, it's very easy to forget that that's a possibility as well. Is it this one or is it the next one? Next one.
The next right. Now turn right onto singular track.
Singular track. Yeah, I really needed this. Really needed this. This route is actually one of the first off-road routes I did when I started mountain biking about 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago now. There's not a lot of single track on it, it's quite a lot of road, but I figured this would be a good route to get back in touch, sort of thing. It's only about 20 miles. It's fairly flat, as you can see, fairly well compacted, so it rolls nicely. So I figured if I can get a good experience from this, that should reinforce those positive vibes, quell the fears and the negatives, and get that mojo back again. And so far that strategy seems to be working. I've not felt this good on the bike for a little while. Oh, dropper. Not that I've been out on the bike for a little while, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh, bloody hell. Landmine. No front mud guards, I'm going to get a face full of shit. Dog walkers have to pick up their shit off their dogs, so why don't horse riders? Oh wow. That's the other funny thing about this as well. You spend all that time locked in self-doubt and you don't do the thing that you love, and then when you do it you think, what the bloody hell was I worried about? Why did I waste all that time? All those excuses. And alright, this isn't the most challenging ride I've ever done, but definitely what the doctor ordered. I don't know, I don't know what my channel is gonna be after this, or if I'm going to go back to making the videos I used to, or what, but I just felt I had to put this out here, because if there's any of you, and you know, just reading around about this stuff, it seems to be quite a common thing, and not just with cyclists. Yeah. And not just mountain bikers, come to that. So if you found this video,
next go straight. Follow this way for 400 yards.
With that same,
and continue straight on Cox Street.
That same mindset, that same loss of your mojo, if just one of you has taken something away from it, and it's giving you the push you need just to stick your gear on, get your bike out and go for a ride, then it's fulfilled its purpose. And I will say that if there's any of you watching this and you want to comment on your struggles, how you've got over it, and not just really about riding or not, but just, you know, those mental blocks, those mental getting in that mindset. Yeah, share them in the comments, let everybody know. It'd be great to hear your thoughts. But take it from me, I've got the week off work, and I said that I was going to try and make a point of riding and this week as much as I could, but I still spent most of this morning walking up and down making excuses why I wouldn't. Oh, I think we need to go. Road closed. Crap. While I reroute my way home, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.